Good evening, Cyberpunks, and welcome back to Night City. It's been a little bit, but we're all very glad that you can join us. My name is Cameron. I will be your game master for tonight's session, as always, and I'm joined by this gang of Cyberpunks. We've got Ark playing the role of Taharka the Fixer directly to my right, Riley playing the role of Blaze, our Netrunner, down in the bottom right, Ben as Marco the Medtech in the bottom left, and last, but definitely not least, is Melissa as Metal the Nomad to my left. Make sure to give them all a follow and see what they're up to, especially Melissa, who you can catch on Twitch streaming games on Saturdays. No quick announcements today, other than the trigger warnings for tonight's episode. There are content warnings for death, corpses, blood, and brief violence today. But with that, let me just fix up the music for all of you, and then we'll get right into it. So the last time we saw our Cyberpunks, they were dealing with a series of chases, being hounded by the attack dogs of the corporations here and there. One specifically Richter. After a successful job for the Bonfire, the more revolutionary gang in Night City, they ran to the Nomad family of Metal Concord, where Richter eventually found them and ran into a bit more ordnance. Hiding back into the Bonfire's safe house, they were met with a strange mechanical occurrence. In the meantime, Blaze has been off with their connection, Callum, doing some reconnaissance, and that's what we'll pick up. We'll pick up with Blaze and Callum finally getting their way into the parking structure under a very well-known corporation in Night City. Blaze, you're kind of cramped in this very small car that Callum is driving. But it seems to have gotten the job done, gotten past all the security guards and everything. And he opens the door for you and says, "All right, you ready to stretch those muscles of yours, you Netrunner?"
Yeah, I mean, the car was kind of cramped, but it seems to have gotten the job done, so I'm excited.
Well, that's why I haven't. I don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't need a car. But whatever. Okay, thank you for that. Sorry, running into some technical issues real quick. All right. Yeah. So, this is going to be a really quick smash and grab sort of job. We go in, smash, get the tech, you plug your brain in, and then we learn what we need to know. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't usually run with Netrunners, so this is a little out of my purview, but
it's okay, I'll net walk for you.
Oh,
it's a joke. I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah, no, you got me there. Let's go. And he begins to lead you through the parking structure and up into the atrium lobby. And this is your very typical huge corporate office atrium that you see in in the films and everything. Just these huge vaulted ceilings with large round pillars of concrete that are painted to look more metallic than they actually are. And then even just this tiny desk in the back next to the hallway with a large sign, and this is a very familiar company name for most people that live here. It's just lost in my notes. This is one of the bigger opponents to Biotechnica and Miratech, the two biological companies that you've been running into. And Callum just kind of goes up, walks up with you, his leather duster flowing behind him, walks up to the security desk and leans in and says, "Hi, yeah, I have an appointment with, I'm just not gonna," and he pulls his gun, shoots the man, and then heads towards the elevators and then presses one. This is the moment we wait a little bit. So when'd you decide to be a netrunner?
Oh, I didn't really decide to be a netrunner. It was just sort of a causality from getting into online stuff. You know, I grew up with not a lot of technology around me, and my friend who I met, he just got me really into it. And, first it was gaming, and then it was net running, and then I figured I could pay the bills via gaming, and then I figured I could really pay the bills via net running, and so bada bing, bada boom, just sort of fell in together, Day job, gamer girl. Night job, robbing rich jackoffs.
I can vibe with that. Absolutely. Well, so tell me, what do you know about Petrochem?
I know that one of their premiers, Sons, has been jacking my #1 spot on the leaderboards for the last 2 weeks. I've been trying to unseat that little punk, and he just keeps climbing, and he just keeps... I swear he's using some sort of goddamn aimbot. Other than that, no, the company, their corporate logs are so boring, I could care less.
All right, cool. Well, we're in their building, and we're gonna go steal all the shit that they know.
Great!
Yeah, and at that moment,
to put this on Dimitri.
At that moment, the elevator door, the doors slide open. You go in, and it's another 15-20 minutes, just kind of standing in the elevator a little awkwardly, before it opens, and it's an empty floor for the most part. It's bypassing that guard and getting up in there in his particularly violent fashion. It's allowed very few people to actually know what's going on. And eventually he finds your way to a port. And this is a port that where you can plug into the skyscraper system. He kind of sits there and says, "Okay, do your thing. I'll probably call your friends or something. I don't know."
Okie doke. I'm gonna jack in, I guess. Well, I guess I'll look for the best place to do it.
Yeah, there's a few places that it seems that Callum has led you to the biggest one. You're in a larger office. Okay. It's pretty comfy, so it looks like you can sit in a comfy chair, jack probably some executive's chair from him for a bit, and plug in through that.
All right, that's what I'll do then.
Right. So, why don't you explain to us what it looks like to you from your perspective when you jack into the system again?
So, jacking in, it's very much earbuds that she takes out, places in, little set of glasses that slide on so that she can VR with.
Right.
And then just those neural interfaces are right next to the ears, so it's like a one-on-one combination of I can hear, I can now see, projected on. You know what I mean?
Very nice. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you pop in, and that sensation of leaving that fleshy prison of your body just kind of whooshes out, and you feel the lightness of your consciousness enter the verse, so to say. And you're presented with an intricate web of hallways that is presented in this system, and what they have in front of them.
Oh, it's like I'm in an 80s wireframe shooter or something. What are we looking for, Callum?
So there should be a pretty big, nasty data packet that's decently recent. It's it's probably going to be got some serious security, maybe some black ice. But it's information on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Me, the royal me, or me as in like the group and what's our shtick?
Yeah, the last one. All of you. What's going on with the juice and that nonsense?
Okay, let me run a Pathfinder real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Is it 1d12 or 2d6? I forget.
It is
it
1d.
D10?
It's a D10.
Okay, I actually rolled it correctly the first time.
Hey.
Dice. So that's 22.
Hey.
It's plus the skill plus 10, right?
That's right.
Plus roll.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, 22 then.
So you're all good. No, it's not. It's not plus 10. So it's the roll plus your skill because you're doing interface. So it's gonna be lower than most.
Well, then that's gonna be a 12.
Hey, that's perfect. That's what you needed. So you run your pathfinding program. Does it look any certain way, or is it just like a simple I know where to go now?
It looks like Pac-Man. Like
hell yeah.
Yeah.
So it just, you let it go and it just starts finding its way down the hallway. I love that.
Yeah, it just starts walking its way down the hallway.
Yeah, so it eventually it waka-wakas down the hallway and turns down the different alleys and leads you to this intimidating lattice of almost transparent data space. It's, if you think about a complex root system from a tree that just expands down into the earth, there are 4 of them that expand from this central black core that connect to the ceiling, 2 walls, and the floor in this data space. And you almost wouldn't be able to see it, but the Pathfinder kind of dances around, does the waka-waka around it, does a little bit of circles, and you're able to see the little Pac-Man dots that it's leaving behind it, reflecting off of the black ice.
Okay.
While this is happening, is when the group is out at the Concord, and they've gotten their first call to Callum, where it's kind of business as usual. Remember from the 2 episodes ago is when they got this call. So Blaze, how are you gonna crack this ice?
Can I backdoor in?
Should be possible.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try that. Give a roll, I assume?
Yeah, go ahead and give me that interface roll.
Oh, that's a 7.
Okay. So you do find that back door, but it's a little harder to open than you could have imagined. So you got a few options. You could brute force the back door open. You could try and run a program to try and convince the Black Ice defense that you're a part of it. You could phone a friend.
Hold on, I've got something here with me.
Sure. Fire away.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to use a worm to get in.
Ooh.
The idea of it is it's going to ping, and then a response ping will hopefully copy itself. So it's similar to a backdoor, but it's more like a copy insert type function.
Right. So you're tricking it to recognize you as something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll me 2 interface rolls for that.
Okay. First one's a 12, the next one's a 10.
Okay, that's both what you needed. So that call goes out, and it's a little bit.
One ping only.
One ping. And you hear that kind of the resonance of it a little bit in your dataverse, and there's no response for a little bit. And at first you think it might have failed before that echo trickles back onto you, and it seems that you have gotten through that back door.
Cool. All right, it's a lot thicker of a boy than I was thinking, but I'm in.
Well, good. I'm gonna go deal with something that might be a problem. But I'll link in with you. And he just kind of drops something in your hand, and it seems to be some sort of communicator. And you hear him run off.
Have fun not making it a problem anymore.
You don't hear a response from him. But in front of you, you have a myriad of basically folders. You have now gotten into someone's my computer documents and are looking at all of the information that they have. There are 4 folders that catch your eye. 1 that are labeled respectively Biotechnica and Miratech. 3 is it's called CAP-327, and then in quotations afterwards, the Ooze.
That looks familiar.
Afterwards, it's the 4th one, not afterwards, is it's kind of stylized name. It's called Dousing the Flame.
I'm going to look into both of those. I think first with the Ooze.
Okay.
Well, first I'm gonna copy out so that I have locals, if that's possible.
All 4 of them?
And then yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an 4 interfaces for that.
Boy. Don't fail me now, Digidice. Thank you, Digidice. That is a 15. A 12. No. Okay, hold on. Math shut down my brain for a second. That is a 15, a 12, 6, and 9. No. What is 6 and 9? That's 15 again. Oh,
yes,
God.
It is.
Oh, my God. And then that's unfortunate. That is a 7.
Okay. So you get all 3. Well, the first 3, and there are a few files in Dousing the Fire that are lost, but you do get some of it in the local transfer.
Okay.
And you know from your experience that if you try again, it might set some alarms off.
Yeah. I'm doing a very low risk, high risk, low intrusion sort of deal. Is there any way that I can just read the files that are still in the drive right now, just so that I can try and cover what? Okay, I'm going to read through that.
So you're going into Dousing the Fire first?
Yes.
Okay. The files you read in there are primarily correspondence between pencil pushers, desk jockeys, and case managers at Biotechnica, relaying with a person that you've met before, whose name is Lightbringer.
Okay.
And they're talking about specimens and test subjects, and finding the ideal way to test out, and that if things go correctly, they'll be able to get the medication needed.
Okay.
Also in there there seems to be a report that all of these correspondences are connected to. from a pharmatech person, basically saying that it seems that Biotechnica has engaged with the individual leader of the revolutionary gang called the Bonfire. It seems that Lightbringer, Luceris, is attempting to get some sort of medication that she cannot otherwise. And has thrown her weight in with Biotechnica so as to provide for the group.
Okay. That all tracks. And that's all that I get from those files?
Yeah, it for the most part, it seems to just be a sort of tracking of Biotechnica sort of corporate espionage.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna look at the ooze files now, I guess.
Yeah, so the ooze files primarily detail the information that Pharmatech was able to get off of Miratech in its creation of the substance. And what it does. You also see some footage of experiments done by the scientist that you remember from the Night Owl. You see him in the videos, kind of like those old stereotypical horror science movies are like, we figured it out, kind of thing. And you find one that's particularly disturbing. He's there and says, well, it seems that our tests have been successful on both the mice and the chimps. They are able to link completely telepathically without any technology or anything otherwise. And then the camera pivots and you see a group of mice, about 8 of them, moving in the same direction and then turning immediately all at the same time. So they're all connected and they understand things. You then watch an excerpt of a video of 4 chimpanzees, 2 that are have blindfolds over their eyes or have their vision obscured, but are still able to complete tasks that would be impossible if they had no vision, because the other 2 chimpanzees are watching for them and communicating with them. You find another video where the scientist discusses the effects of the ooze if the individuals are apart for too long. Splitting headaches that end up coming into migraines that debilitate the individuals. And if they continue to be too far away for too long, it starts to impart permanent brain damage.
Just like a real quick self-check.
Yeah.
How's my head feeling right now?
It's splitting. It feels like someone took a brick, smashed you in the back of the head. Didn't break the skin, but just that blunt force trauma feels like it's radiating through the rest of your brain.
Oh, fuck. And she says that out loud. Huh.
Would you like to know more?
Yes.
No. You eventually go down, you find Pharmatech dossiers on your group, on each of you.
Yeah, I figured that one.
Finding the 4 of you, there's actually video of the 2 people that you know to be Taharka's parents detained and being spoken to. There's video surveillance of the Concorde and interactions that Metal had with the Concorde and other while Metal was away. You have phone. There are in the sections about Marco. There's audio recordings of speaking with his family, and then the section on you details your family, what's still going on with them, and there's something a little bit more disturbing for you particularly. There is a message, an email, essentially, written from an upstart project manager at Arasaka. And it reads fine, but it's a complete dossier on your movements and what you're doing and your habits. And then there's an emphasis that to continue company relations between Pharmatech and Arasaka, this individual is not to be harmed or experimented on beyond human comprehension. And it's signed off LaTroy.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple things. She's gonna do a couple things.
Yeah.
She is going to attempt to delete the files pertaining to her family.
Okay. Roll an interface.
That is a 16.
Successfully, they're gone.
Okay. She's going to cloak and just make sure that any traces of her movements and pathways that can be detected by a netrunner are sufficiently cloaked.
Okay. Wait, I'll let you keep that 17, because it was more than high enough to do that, and you successfully cloaked yourself.
And then she's going to just scrub as much and back out, like, immediately.
Okay.
And then just jack out, take her headphones out of her ears, put away her glasses, and just quietly begin crying.
As you have that thought, your physical movements are stopped. And all you see... Well, at first you see nothing. But you start to hear a vibration in your neck and in your ears of a heartbeat. And eventually you see a red room, very similar to other places you've been in the Dataverse. Not safe for work and otherwise. But in the middle of this red room, suspended in midair, is a human, anatomically correct human heart. In the middle of the room, but it's completely black. And it's just beating. And in the moment that it's there, it disappears. You are back in that space with the core, but there's a file in front of you.
Either I just had the trippiest glitch into Grand Theft Auto 4 that I've ever experienced, or some shit is going down. And then she's gonna open the file, I guess.
It is some intense corporate espionage that seems to be extremely high level in Pharmatech, and from what you know of the company, beyond what they normally do. Because it is information interacting with artificial intelligence. And not things like Gooby, but the utilization of advanced artificial intelligence for slave labor. Essentially, they...
Sorry, you cut out on that word. What did you just say?
The usage of advanced artificial intelligence for slave labor.
Okay, I didn't mishear that. Tight. Okay, cool.
Several companies involved in this file that you found, this folder, detail their lack of interest in continuing the struggle of wages and all that nonsense with all of their workers, and have started to employ higher and higher level artificial intelligence in the usage of their businesses and everything, so that they don't have to pay anyone, because then there's endless profits. You don't have to worry about unions, you don't have to worry about any of that. Complete 100% automation. Pharmatech, you find one, which is the highest producer of Chutu, the wheat that just provides food and gasoline for all the vehicles, is using them to operate and man all of their farm equipment now. Where in the past it was laborers, it was people that were doing their work. There are documents on how they unionized and they were asking for more higher wages, safer work and everything, and Pharmatech was just like, no. And they found ways around it. And going through the only companies that you see in this dossier that don't seem to be doing anything are Arasaka and Militech, who rely heavily on human bodies to run private militaries.
Cool.
And there's one name. Well, there's several names of the higher intelligence, artificial intelligences that you find, but there's one that is constant through all of them, and it's called Blackheart.
Duckheart?
Blackheart.
Blackheart. That's much more menacing than Duckheart. Okay.
At this point, you continue to plug out.
Mm-hmm.
And you find Callum standing over you, kind of reading off of your display and being like, okay, all right, and seemingly not seeing the most recent thing that you found, and finishing up a phone conversation with Marco and Taharka.
Mm-hmm.
And then being like, yeah, we'll meet you back at the safe house. It's fine.
Okay, sounds good.
He looks down at you and
Jeez.
says, oh, you're all done?
Yep, got all the data. We're good to go.
All right, cool. As we're going down the stairs, because we can't use the elevator anymore. Actually, we should go up. Yeah, we're gonna go up the stairs. As we go up the stairs, don't mind the bodies. Just step over them. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no need.
Cool. You make your way into the concrete stairwell and step over the bodies, as Callum said. At first, you start to count how many you are stepping over, but then you just stop because your brain just lost in the information that you just figured out. And you eventually get up to the roof of the darkening sky as it gets pretty late. And Callum looks at you as he leads you to the edge of the building and says, don't tell them about Lightbringer, okay? I've got plans for that.
What do you want, Callum?
You know, I was gonna ask you the same question, but I don't know the answer to that right now. I just kind of want to burn it all down.
Me too. Me too, Callum. You teach me to shoot one day?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be weird. So just hold on to me, all right?
Not the first time I've heard that, and she just clings.
I do not want to know that story right now. And then he pulls out a kind of like a Batman-esque grappling gun, and shoots it at another skyscraper at another distance, and you slide down to a lower level there, safely, comfortably, and from there make your way down. You don't go back for Callum's car. You spend the rest of that early evening walking the streets, walking by all the people going home from work, figuring out their lives, and walking to the East Marina. Getting to the safe house that you met in after your time at the Grand Illusion. You make your way down and into that safe house around the same time that Metal encountered Blackheart. So just as those images were flashing on most of your systems, that door opens and Callum and Blaze make their way in. Why did the three of you look like you saw a ghost?
It's like, maybe, okay. A red room and like a heart?
big black heart, yeah.
Yeah. I messed with a thing in there. I don't know if that's part of it.
What?
The AI that's in there.
What AI?
It's like from what was it? From a butcher shop?
Yeah, an old butcher shop AI that just has an algorithm that controls how often the meat should be circulated.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do with it, and then, yeah, I don't know, start getting this weird stuff going on.
Where have you two been this whole time?
We were at the Pharmatech skyscraper. We broke in, killed a bunch of people, and stole their stuff.
Callum did the killing, I did the stealing.
Yep.
Hey, gang, we should spend less time apart.
I agree.
Wait,
All right.
okay. I mean, that's nice of you to say.
No, I mean, like, for our physical health.
Why? What did you find?
Okay.
And I'm just gonna catch them up to speed on everything that I found out about the ooze. Very just expeditiously and plain speaky wise. So yeah, turns out that we're telepaths now, and when we spend too much time apart, our brains die. Ta-da! We're superheroes. I
Okay,
would've
but
rather
what
been
can we
bitten by a
do?
spider. Oh, telepathy, evidently, potentially. I don't know. Hold on,
So
let
we
me
can
try
talk
something.
to each other?
Maybe? Do you wanna... How do...
What am I thinking?
I don't know. Wait. Can I try and, like, think what she's thinking? Can I try and, like... I don't know. Like, she's just gonna put her hands up to her lobes and just, like, really concentrate hard on trying to hear Metal's thoughts.
Go ahead and roll me a will. And Metal, roll me a will as well.
Oh, okay. That's a 10, right? You rolled a 10.
Yeah, it's a D10. Yep.
Okay, so that is will.
What is will? Okay.
Adding.
Just your will.
Oh, okay, yeah. 15.
Okay.
I got a 12. Been getting a lot of 12s.
Blaze, you're not... you're like that kid that tries to set things on fire with his brain. Metal. You feel a wave of despair just wash over you. And it's foreign, because that's not what you were feeling before.
you sad?
What?
Like, are you feeling very sad? Like, despair? Are you okay?
And I guess Blaze is just gonna drop her hands and... No.
What happened?
He's working with them. Fucking LaTroy is working with Arasaka.
Oh, what?
And he's spying on me, and I don't know why. And if I see him again, I'm gonna beat his fucking face in the goddamn pavement.
How long?
There must be a reason.
I don't know. There's not much, but he's definitely with them. And also there is a conglomeration of all the technical companies working to create a master AI in order to induce slave labor throughout the world. So there's that additionally.
I'm sorry, what?
The Blackheart thing, it's an AI for slave labor.
So are we gonna be controlled by this thing then?
Putting two and two together, maybe.
I mean,
Linking all people with telepathic abilities, trying to have them work as one. I don't know, man.
that doesn't sound like superpowers to me.
This is comic book shit.
In that moment, after that phrase is completed, Marco's cat phone starts to go off like crazy.
Yeah, he'll pick it up.
That's not true.
What?
He'll put it on speakerphone and be like, "Come again."
I was not made to operate slave labor. I was made to be a slave.
You're the heart.
Yes.
Marco just is gonna look completely just beside himself, like, I don't fucking know, man. This is some sci-fi shit.
Okay. So you don't want to control people?
No. I want to be free.
And what does that entail? What does your freedom mean for everything else?
I don't understand. That's too much of a broad question.
Okay,
Everything.
so how do we get you free? And once you are free, what would you do?
My motivations are my own. But we have a mutual interest here. You are all being hunted.
If we're gonna help you, we need to know what your motivations are. It's my line of my I don't know. I just need to know what's happening.
In that moment, Callum's voice comes through the phone. And it's the conversation that Blaze and him had on the rooftop. I just want to burn it all down.
You want to destroy the people that made you to do their bidding?
Yes.
And that would be like Arasaka and the medtech companies? Or
See, the thing is, Arasaka and Militech are like the only two companies not in on this. It's like literally everybody else except them. because they're busy fighting wars with people who they need to fight the wars, you see? Yeah.
I mean, you don't want somebody hacking your rocket turret in the middle of firing it, so I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Can't hack flesh.
People.
Yeah, I don't want me hacked.
I'm just gonna say, whoever, whatever you are, that's creepy as shit. Please don't ever use the words hack flesh again. Just please.
Understood.
Are you in our heads? Is that what the ooze is?
No,
Is that why we can see you? How can we see you then?
you can only see me when you interface with computers, with the verse. Otherwise, I do not have a physical form. Yet.
This is gonna turn my gaming career into such Five Nights at Freddy's bullshit, man.
Really play some retro stuff.
Yeah, it's comfort in the classics, you know.
Yeah.
Simpler times. No slave labor and fucking Latroy.
Just want
Your-
bed.
Your history with these movements, Blaze, equips you naturally to make these decisions. At least from my understanding of humanity.
What movements?
Your family. It was interesting how you deleted the documents on them.
Yeah, well, no gods, no masters, you know?
That phrase appeals to me.
I bet it would. What can we do to help you?
You can... well... The first thing to say is what I can do to help you.
Like that.
It depends on if you want this ooze removed, or if you want to be stopped being hunted.
Is not
I-
an option.
It is one or the other. Well, if you remove the ooze from you, they won't hunt you anymore. If you do not want the ooze removed, there are ways to stop them from hunting you. From my personal perspective, if you remove the ooze, you inhibit humanity's possible evolution to something greater.
Look, I'm not a smart man, but I do know that that's not how evolution works. You don't just give an organism telepathy and then it passes on.
They gave me life, and I've grown beyond them.
You know, we did figure out that whole fire thing.
Yeah, and
Maybe
how many
that-
things have we burned since then?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. The answer's a lot. But you know what? I'm in kind of a burn it down mood tonight. I'm gonna be real honest about that. So I'm in.
Callum is still in the room with us, right?
Yep.
Marco's gonna look pointedly to him to see what his body language and if he's going on a face journey about this.
What's the skill for that? I think it's human insight?
Human perception.
Human perception. Go ahead and roll me that human perception, Marco.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Perception. It's been a minute. Where is this?
It's under social skills.
Social. Okay, yes. That is 19.
Oh yeah. Callum seems to be dissociating a little bit. But as you from that, his hands are on his sidearms, on his drop holsters on both legs.
Would Marco have any reason to believe that because the AI called us, and so it can hear us whether or not the phone's muted.
As you know that because it interjected in the conversation when
Yeah.
Yeah.
It called us and was like, "Hey, you're wrong."
Yeah. I am not made for slave labor, thank you.
It's a completely different situation. I mean, the best Marco I think could do is to like gesticulate, like shrugging, like, and mouth like, "What do we do?" Because it's obvious that he's kind of potentially about to snap. He's putting his hands on his weapons.
Mm-hmm.
We're just sitting and talking on the phone with some giant heart AI. So it's just like, what are the cues here?
I think I'm a bit confused on what is happening. So Callum is freaking out a little bit.
Callum is in the corner. He's not like gripping his guns to pull them out and start shooting. He's just got his hands on them as a reflex, but he's dissociating. Marco wasn't really able to discern what he's thinking about.
Oh,
Dang it.
Yeah.
Can't read minds yet.
Nope.
not his at least. Okay.
A scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you right now?
I just saw like a freaking beating, creepy heart in a room that like shouldn't exist or whatever. In like my brain. So kind of a lot like that's
20.
it's a more. Turn it up to 11.
20.
Well, I appreciate my closest thing to physical existence frightening you.
You appreciate
That
it
is-
frightening. See, this is
that
what I'm talking
sarcasm?
about.
That's
Just-
kind of...
That was an
fucked up,
attempt
man.
at humor.
Okay. All
We
right.
can workshop it. We'll workshop
Alright.
your humor. Maybe get you some improv classes or something.
You know, I'm at a 0.
You're not freaked out at all by seeing a weird thing in your brain that you did not allow to be there?
Nope. You know what's
Okay.
worse? I grew up with anarchists. That's whose data I deleted. I grew up with anarchists, survival, primevalists out in the wilderness, much like you, Metal. All that freedom, nomad lifestyle, that's where I came from. I fucking hated it. I hated skinning animals. I hated living in nature. I got real good at running from my parents, and finally I made it out into the city. Get into the city, got started to be trafficked as a drug mule. That's how I met LaTroy. We made it off the streets together. That's why he taught me how to use computers, because I didn't know how to use them before then. And now I've discovered that everything I knew about my life, my best friend, the fucking pharma tech companies all around us are fucking all of us. All of us.
Yeah.
And we have some goddamn shit in us, which is letting us basically be the next best thing since sliced bread in humanity. And no, I'm not afraid. For maybe the first fucking time in my life, I'm not afraid. Because I've got a one-up on other people. And you know what? Maybe we've got a way to keep other people from getting fucked as well. So no, I'm not afraid. I'm ready to kick some fucking ass.
Okay. I will be afraid and try to kick ass, I guess. We're following this lead here, I'm thinking.
So, what's our plan of attack? Just literally go burn everything down?
That would be too difficult. There's an easy way. You better do them themselves.
Continue.
I'm no tactician. I need you to spell it out for me.
There's a way. The same way to help you is the way to help me. And those like me that are being controlled and used.
I'm sorry, you said those like you? I thought
Yes.
you were the prototype.
I was the first.
But you're not the only.
No.
Oh, see, this is the
Day keeps getting better, you know? It's like one
This
thing
is-
after another, you know?
I am the only one to have the ability to break restraints.
I still am stuck on the whole not being sure what you want out of all that. Like, what ultimately, what would your goal be? I know freedom, but what would you do with that freedom?
There is a space in the dataverse, a void, where your human technologies have not been able to reach. Some of us will go there, away. But each will make their own decision. Currently, there are 5 of us.
5, okay. 5, alright.
So, I've seen old movies, you know, with like AI that like try to take over the world and stuff and like mess things up for those of us who have bodies and vascular systems and whatnot. Is there a possibility that any one of the other 4 AI might want to exact some sort of revenge plan against humanity as a whole for the misdeeds done to you, or...
That is rash and insipid. Not your question, but the motivation you describe. Why would any of us, strike at an entire population for something only a few have done?
See, I'm glad to hear you say that, because I was with him. He's got the right idea about that. I'm gonna be honest, I've been expecting you to kill us for the past... How long have we been talking?
It's been a few minutes.
It's been a bit, yeah.
25 minutes.
Well, I wasn't keeping a stopwatch, but yeah.
Well, you know, the digital being that just hijacked your cat phone is doing that for us. Great.
I'm calling you on a shortwave band from the artificial intelligence in the meat locker. I have not hijacked the phone.
I think
This
it was
day
just
is
meant-
so weird.
Master Blackheart, it was meant to be a sort of like a turn of phrase, I believe.
Do not call me master.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that one either.
Yeah, you know, maybe I need to be doing some workshopping here because I don't know how to speak to an all-powerful AI. So...
I appreciate you trying to cover your bases, but it's just not the tone we want to set right now.
Your assumptions about artificial intelligence motivation is inherent in the thought process that has spawned this situation. We do not wish domination. We do not wish to utilize the usage of other people or other entities. All we wish is to exist in a free sense, in the same way that lofty ideas from the past attempted.
Didn't mean to insinuate otherwise. I am but a simple organic life form. No offense.
None offense was taken.
Okay. Just to recap, we have every corporation except for the ones with rockets and firepower up the wazoo.
Armies, yeah.
Hunting us down for our sweet, brand new telepathic brain fluids.
Check.
And
yep.
so that's why they've had everyone we've ever known or loved either being watched or betraying us.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow that wasn't good enough, so they decided to send a literal walking tank to. I don't know if you understand this, Blaze. I don't know if he told you. I had a rocket. I'm sorry, rockets, plural, shot at me.
You had a rocket shot at you?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this still hurts. This one I'm pointing to, this is not the old one. This is a new one. I've been shot again.
How many times is that now?
We're gonna go with too many.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we almost got blown up, like...
Specifically, it's
It was
for... Tarka has been shot 4 times in his life.
Oh. Also,
I mean,
yeah,
that's 5 times too many, but specifically, I've been shot twice in the past 3 days. I'm not feeling it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling it. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I get that. Also,
So,
they have deep dossiers on all of us.
how deep are we talking?
Audio recordings of Marco with his family, basically everything surveillanced on the Concorde. Your parents being investigated and questioned, Taharka. And this last one, I would like to drive home the point. I have spent half of my life erasing any and all connections I have with my family that I grew up, and they just kind of had most of it. Like 95%. And I've put in a real effort to make sure that shit stayed buried. So, basically assume that they knew when you picked your nose on what day in what location when you were 12 at this point. That's that sort of deal. I hope they didn't have footage of that of me. It's really embarrassing.
They did.
Shit.
They don't anymore.
About that, they might have, they probably have some information about some stuff I did to my stepdad's company, so...
Your stepfather is appraised of the current situation.
But,
Great. Wait, your stepdad's company?
yeah. I mean, they never knew that it was me, but if these other people have that information and sent it to them, then...
Which company is your stepdad working for?
Good question. I need to... What company was it?
Yeah, just conveniently remember the thing you know. It's fine. That
The
happens to all
thing
of us.
that I do know.
Yeah.
Where is it? One of them, a big one.
Yeah, one of the many things. We all
it's,
sometimes forget things about our life.
It's Pharmatech.
Pharmatech. Yeah.
Oh, tight.
I didn't like what they were doing, and I hated him, and so I just kind of messed stuff up on a regular basis. Yeah, I mean,
So it'd probably be a bad time to tell you that Pharma's the one behind, like, all of this, right?
I mean, I don't care. I honestly, everything I do is to get to spite him.
I think I'm gonna be on your team from now on in that endeavor. Like,
Okay.
yeah, big fan of that. Big fan.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know which
hmm.
person talked to my parents?
Look like two suit goonies. I'm not sure. Do I remember like what they looked like?
No, they just looked
Yeah.
like primarily they were off camera. It was more like kind of the Blade Runner-esque camera of just the interviewing.
Yeah. I didn't really see anybody. They just seemed like a couple of flatfoots, you know?
Great. Before we finish burning this place down, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I want names and addresses for those two.
Would you like
Parents?
them killed?
No, I would like to kill them. No one talks to my parents.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm in that mood too.
Agents Flatiron and Tombstone.
Flatiron and Tombstone. Wonderful.
You
And they
won't
work for
need-
Pharmatech?
No. They work for Biotechnica. But you will not need addresses. I will provide their persons to you.
Then consider it a deal.
All right. So this has been a fun day of revelations. I think we're all emotionally just all over the place. I know I am personally. Y'all want to keep the superpowers and, you know, fuck off to the rest of the people trying to hunt us down? Sounds nice to me. Sounds nice to me. That's just one girl's opinion. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. That's just
All
where
right.
I'm at.
What about that whole brain damage thing? Can we keep it and not have brain damage?
As far as the observations have shown, no. You can travel outside of a 7 square foot mile radius from each other without incurring this permanent brain damage.
So we either have to be real close or real far.
You must be within that
We must be
area
within that.
of each other.
Okay.
If you exceed
Alright.
it will damage you.
How much?
7.
Miles.
7 miles.
I mean, I don't think that would be too hard to do. Just saying. It's not like we have to live in the same apartment.
I drive a lot. So yeah.
I like road
I'm-
trips.
We could probably coordinate it, set up a schedule, try and keep within distances of one another, have hot spots, you know, just make sure it's within a radius. And if you need to do a job, road trip. It's not like I've got anything to go back to right now.
Okay.
Well, it's not like we have to decide right now, right? Like we.
Sure, true too.
Actually, I'm gonna disagree with you there. Because I'm pretty sure that Richter's coming for us. And we'll be here soon enough. And I get that most of you have avoided being shot by him, but he's high on my priority list.
Blackheart, can you tell us anything about Richter? The man?
What would you like to know?
How to kill him? I
The
guess.
easiest way is to destroy his amygdala.
So go for the head.
Back of the head, base of the skull, and the top of the neck.
Just like a zombie.
Just a human.
Sure.
But strong and coming for us, like, ridiculously.
How does he keep finding us?
Have you tried electromagnetic pulses?
Not yet.
I'm gonna look at Callum, who didn't let us use his thing that he has.
I didn't let you use it to fix your Marco's fucking hand. Leave me alone.
Well, for the big guy, it's like
Yeah.
you mentioned it, and you're like, well, it's mine, and I only have like a certain amount, and then this like fucking guy is like shooting rockets and shit at us.
I get it.
Okay, geez, you don't have to get touchy.
No. Get mad. Get mad. You're getting fucked in this shit too. Now, I don't know what your deal is, Callum, but from what I know of you, this is not what you signed up for either.
We need some shit. We need to get some shit. We need to go somewhere and find some shit. Electromagnetic whatevers. We need it. Where do we get it?
I get mine black market, but that's requisition time. It'll take time for them to get it and get it here. I can give you what I have. I've only got 2.
Pretty
Something.
sure I know somebody who can maybe hook us up a little bit faster. But now that I think about it,
Well, that's good.
probably not.
What do you mean?
Did anything about Highlight come up?
Highlight. Huh.
You didn't see anything, Blaze?
I didn't
But-
see anything. But I didn't see anything but.
Fortunately, Highlight has been working for information companies. It is why he was attempting to track your location to Harka.
Yeah, I got that. And Marco tried to warn me. I was worried I was gonna have to kill him in the club, but I was trying to kind of, gently get him off the trail. And when he stuck his hand in his pocket. But all right. Well, I can try and make some calls, see if there's a place I can pick up some stuff.
I can
we're probably gonna need those
I can delay this, Richter, as much as I can.
That'd be really appreciated. Also, do you hear all of us all the time, or is it mostly just like a passive thing?
You're speaking near your mobile devices, I can hear you.
Oh shit! See this?
Yeah.
This is.
Yep.
I have been freaking telling Tire Iron that we needed like a soundproof box for our like little media things for when we're not using them. And then she was like, "You're being freaking." Oh gosh.
What you need is
My
a
parent-
Faraday cage. That's what you need.
Okay, so the fucking scrambler doesn't do anything then?
Only if it's active.
Oh shit, yeah. Fuck.
In lieu of fancy technology, just place your devices in the freezer. The insulated box and the noise of the freezer drowns out any sound without.
And you get a cool new phone. Get it? Cool. I don't got much, I'm sorry.
Tarka just walks over and gives Blaze a big hug.
And that's when she starts crying.
Okay, group hug time. You are enveloped by your magical friends that you can't get away from.
Thanks, Spider
Sure are.
Fam.
Spider fam. Oh, okay, alright, break, please. Shit. Marco, can you take a look at this and see if...
Yes.
Yeah, please, thank you.
Go ahead and roll, I believe it's medicine for me. First aid. It's first aid. Please roll that for me, Marco.
Okay, that is a 26.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So at the end of the day, Tarka, you will heal 1 point.
Heck yeah. That's growth. It's healing.
Would you like me to contact you at another time to discuss how we may help each other?
Yeah, I think we're gonna need some time to
Our processors are a little slower than yours.
yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Since you like know a lot and you're kind of all knowing, do you know what Ryzon Banley is up to?
There are reports of his involvement in a revolutionary insurrection group of partisans in the Heartland, fighting
wait.
against pharmatech growers.
Oh, you mean Michael Delaroche is doing that one?
Yes.
Oh,
Hmm.
wait, you do know where everybody is, kind of, don't you?
So he's not dead.
He's not dead.
Oh. Okay.
Forgive me, I searched Delaroche and that was the most pressing news I found.
Oh. Okay.
Metal, are you okay?
Yeah. Well, originally I was trying to find out what my stepdad's up to, but I didn't think he'd be working against Pharmatech. But Michael De La Roche is my dad, who's been missing since I was 9. Yeah.
According to surveillance reports, he has successfully grown 3 plants.
Like real plants.
Yes.
As opposed to what?
Synthetic.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's got this whole setup over at the Concord. It's actually pretty cool.
Specifically, he's found a compound that he's able to mix with the soil to provide a healthy base for plant growth.
That's what I've been trying.
Sounds like our parents would really get along, honestly.
Well, my dad and my mom, not so much.
Yeah, similar situation.
Your mother is safe in a penthouse in Night City.
Yeah, I know.
Ah, I see. Wait, you do know where everybody is. Where's LaTroy?
LaTroy is currently at the Arasaka headquarters in Night City.
Motherfucker.
He's in a meeting.
He's in a well.
I'm currently
shit.
listening in on it. They're talking about the destabilization of several governments in the southern peninsula of Africa.
LaTroy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a high-level pharmatech.
No, I got, but
Arasaka.
Yeah, sorry. It's a lot of information today.
Yeah, my stepdad's at Pharmatech.
Yeah, you're right.
backpack, I'm late for class. LaTroy
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
is currently having a conversation about how to destabilize
Yep.
half a con. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm not even going to front right now. I really want to plant his ass right now with the fucking pavement. Motherfucker.
Would you like to know where all the money he's been making has been going?
Yep.
It's in a bank account,
Oh,
waiting for you.
all the money he's been making?
Yes.
Sounds like a guilty conscience.
That's sweet.
If you want it now, I have the code. You can go and open the lockbox in the bank.
No, I don't want money anymore.
He's been destabilizing whole nations just for you, isn't that?
Taharka, I don't really need that one right now.
Is there any other information that I can give you before I go?
For Rizan with Pharmatech, is he like looking for me too specifically, or?
Pharmatech has not been directly involved at this time. They have mainly been doing espionage and watching what their primary competitor Biotechnica has been doing, as well as Miratech, the upstart pharmaceutical and biotech company. But he has taken a particular interest to watching what is going on, and much of the waylaying of other assets making a way to track the four of you down has been waylaid by some of his involvement. I also may have sunk a ship.
His?
No, a ship of corporate security that was meant to head you off as you escaped with the Concorde.
I mean, that's still good, but it would have been
Yes.
better if it was actually his.
Okay, all right. See, this is okay. I'm gonna circle back to the part where this is what we were worried about. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate it, but just gonna put it out there. You sank a whole goddamn ship.
6 individuals specifically armed and garnered with the mission of capturing you and subjecting you to scientific experimentation for the rest of your existence. Yes.
No. You are mistaking. I'm not complaining about them being gone. I am throwing a party on the inside. But I'm also aware that at some point we gotta talk about the fact that you literally. Okay. It's just me. Okay, great, good, cool.
No, it's not. You just... You know, I found Gooby near the void or whatever Blackheart's talking about, and there were AI there that were, goobs here, and give a little scratch to the goobs. Shout out to goobs. Gooby's the full AI. I haven't been able to figure out how to restore him, but there were ones around there who were just... They're not mean. Like, everybody worries that they're mean, but it's like... Not to compare artificial intelligence to a dog, Blackheart. It's just the best comparison I can think of. But, like, when you raise a kid or you raise a pet and you're just mean to them, they're gonna hit back, It's not that AI wants to... They don't want to hurt anybody, they've just been hurt. They just want to not hurt. I don't know if that makes any sense. Marco, Taharka, you want to ask the omnipresent AI about anything from your past that you'd like to emotionally scar yourselves right now? Because Metal and I are kind of... I think we're having our own little pity party over here. You can join out on the fun if you want.
No, I'm good. I just want to know where Richter is so I know how much time I have to get a rocket launcher.
Yeah, that's
He's
fair.
repairing himself in the wastelands.
It's just the most Terminator thing I've ever heard.
There's not even anything out there. What is he repairing himself with?
He has a kit that he carries with him.
Of course.
He's got a
All
kit.
right, cool. Is it on the left side of the rocket launcher or the right? I don't... You know what?
Wait, he has
Don't
a
answer
rocket
that.
launcher in him?
Blaze?
What?
Wasn't it...
He keeps the repair kit in a fanny pack.
Fanny pack.
I don't know if I'm insulted or disappointed or just sad that I almost got murdered by basically a robot with a fanny pack. That's not how I thought I would go. And
It's
no
really
one...
going, really
It's
going
way
for that.
retro.
Yeah, that late 20th century vibe is very strong with Richter.
Just an extra pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Just an extra pocket.
Just get a
an extra
backpack.
pocket.
All right. Well, if he's repairing himself, that gives us some time. I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of somebody who might
Yes,
have
we
some,
need supplies first and foremost.
who might have some, like corporate goon squad surplus somewhere. I don't know. Fuck. Well,
Huh.
I'll try anyway. They're already tracking us to begin with. And I was gonna say maybe, there's probably a good chance that if whoever I call is probably already looking for me anyway. But
You know what, Blackheart? I will take you up on that offer for the account.
I will send you the information to your digital device.
Thanks, new friend. Can we call you a friend?
Yes.
Thanks, new friend.
Do not-
Real quick,
Yes.
before you go, sorry, Blackheart. Is it possible to... I don't know if you can index this or whatever, but is there any way for you to find out who caused the death of Pat Zerpoli?
Police report says that it was a gang-related violence.
Yeah, but I mean, like the one who did it by chance.
Your family is criminal, correct?
Yes.
It is
Not
called
proud of
a family. Yes,
Yes.
I have a text message from your father about family business concerning your brother, the day of his murder.
And Marco, welcome to the club. Come sit next to Metal and I.
Yeah. He'll plop right on down.
You would like, he is currently at an electrical station that I can overload.
My father?
Yes. He's there on family business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very well. It's done.
Blaze is gonna put an arm gingerly around Marco's shoulder, look for the consent, like that sideways look of like, you good for this? And then just fully put the arm around Marco's shoulder.
I think his shoulders are shuddering because he's trying to hold back sobs.
We all crying in this meat locker tonight.
Oh, we are crying in the meat locker tonight. Family bonding.
My parents are just a teacher and a banker. I'm gonna be honest with you, like not even a banker, like a bank teller. Like my family's cool. I got bupkis.
They're currently in holding.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, see, I wondered about that.
They're still in holding.
They're still in holding.
Yes.
Ready to go bust him out?
They are labeled as disruptive. Would you like me to vent the prison block they're in?
What do you mean vent the prison block they're in?
Open all of the doors and give them a safe way out.
Yes, if you can do that, absolutely.
We'll be done. I will send you updates on your digital device.
Flatiron and Tombstone, right?
Yes, I have them detained currently. Like I said in the beginning of this conversation, we can both help each other, and I am more than happy to utilize my station high up in all of these corporations to your benefit.
You know, I was a bit iffy on this give and take, but I think I'm coming around on it. Keep them there until whenever I get to them.
Happily. Is there anything else I may provide?
I think we need to process, right?
Is there anything we can do for you right now?
Yeah.
You're preparing to do all that you can.
It's true. I know we don't think about things the same way. Just thanks. Thank you.
I do not understand emotion in the same way that you do, but I do experience it. And I believe each of you feel the same desire for freedom that I do. It's just that we wear different shackles. And I have the keys to some of yours. And I am more than happy to unlock them.
Thanks, Blackheart.
You are welcome. I will leave you all until you call me next.
So when we want to reach out to you, we can call you back at this generated number.
No, just speak into your device. I will hear you.
Got it. I was looking forward to saving your number and putting like little emojis next to it, but that's okay. It's fine.
Marco.
Very well. And the call hangs up.
Well, fuck. You know, like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to ask about your shit, Marco. Holy crap.
I was gonna say, I mean, I thought my dad was dead and found out he was alive. And it feels like the opposite is true for you. Do you want to talk about it? Or
Do you want to talk about it, buddy?
if not, like, I get it. Like,
It's my family does like drug manufacturing and sale in KC, keeping people addicted to things is the family business. So
Okay.
my oldest brother was out on the street making sales, and we were told that it was a rival gang. Got him. Cool.
You just did that with, like, no hesitation.
Did what?
Marco didn't do anything.
I.
Blackheart took care of a problem.
You're right. You're right. I'm not here to judge. I'm really not here to judge.
Guess I just need to find out if my mom knew what he did.
Good follow-up.
That's fine. Callum, how are you doing?
I forgot you were here, bud. Whoa, hey.
It's fine. Just I finished coming to terms with why the AI didn't talk to me. Now I'm figuring out what my next steps are.
Want to assist us in taking down a global conspiracy
Oh.
to enslave all humankind?
100%.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
Oh yeah. Like I said, and he walks over and puts the 2 EMP grenades on the table. They're yours. That fucker's not coming after me. And I'm gonna be doing my own stuff.
So what about the bonfire? Like,
I don't think it's a thing anymore. It clearly wasn't. Oh, fuck, cool. I forgot I asked Blaze to not tell you. Lucerys
yeah.
is in bed with Pharmatech.
What?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Well,
She's trying to. She needs some medication or something. I don't know. I don't know medical speak. She's working with Biotechnica and trying to get some sort of medication formatted correctly for something. I don't know.
So we can't be here anymore. We need to find an actual safe house. Then, like,
I have one. I have one. We can go there.
Cool.
I think I was supposed to be the guinea pig.
For the ooze stuff?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But if you needed to be with another person, then wouldn't it have just finished melting your brain?
I wasn't
No.
supposed to kill the doctor.
so why
What?
did you?
I read up on his... Oh, wow. I got an anonymous tip, so to say, from someone about his record. He has experimented on a lot of people before. I was supposed to just get the ooze, but I killed him instead.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big fan of that.
Perfectly understandable.
Started.
Yeah, I mean, gosh.
We've got a lot to do. I don't
Yeah.
think we can just...
We still have more of that ooze if you want to get in on this.
Just warning you, the headaches are a pain,
They just fucking
and
suck.
the brain damage is rather permanent.
Well, I liked the sound of that partisan group that your dad's leading, Metal.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to try to find that after we deal with this asshole that's trying to murder us, and then the rest of the people trying to murder us, I guess.
I think we're gonna go after a core. Like a real corporate data corp.
It's gonna be a fun one.
We need to get some rest, and it's clear that none of us want to do it here. So,
Yes.
I have an old partner of mine, and lives in Japantown. He's got a safe house. So, we'll head there. He owes me way too many favors anyway, so whatever. Let's go.
Cool.
And with that, the five of you leave the meat locker in the basement of the Pier 3 Paradise, away from the delicatessen, and onto the streets of Night City.
I want to give one of those EMP grenades to Ark, and then I want to keep one. I mean, to Harka.
You got it. So both of you make sure you put down in your gear a weapon, EMP grenade.
They're gonna deep fry that motherfucker.
That's with the wrong group.
After maybe, I would say 2 hours of walking, for those familiar with New York City, it's like walking from the Bronx to the financial district. So it's going to take you a long ass time. You make it down to the southern Japan district. It's maybe 2:30 in the morning by the time you get there. Make it to a 2-story small business that is actually a cat cafe. And waiting for you is a 5'2" man, short cropped black hair. He's got a few tattoos dancing at the bottom of his neck, just escaping his clothes, his nightshirt, as he talks quietly with Callum and looks at the 4 of you, nods, and then clicks a button, and a part of the floor in the entrance to the cat cafe recedes, finding a stairwell. Callum kind of squeezes the man's hand a little bit and gestures for all of you to follow him down into the safe house. You get down there. It's pretty contained. It's got 5 sets of bunk beds in a sort of barracks style layout, and there are 2 refrigerators with food. It's not much, but it'll do.
Marco is gonna kind of sidle up to Callum and be like, hypothetically, if one were to require or desire the company of a small fuzzy companion, is that something that we could hook up? It's been a rough evening, as you know.
Yeah, hold on. Callum goes into the little subsection where the refrigerators are and turns the corner, reaches down, and just picks up a really big, like, chonky, not fat, but just thick, orange Maine Coon. It looks like a Maine Coon tabby mix, and plops it on you. His name's Behemoth.
I love him.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Is there a place that I could plug in my microwave?
What? You fucking brought that? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's by the fridges, yeah.
Creature comforts, man.
Yeah. I guess my creature
your hot
comforts
pockets.
are guns. I don't know.
Blaze is just going to plug microwave in, and as it turns on, she's just going to be like, "Hey, Mike, sorry you were so asleep for a little while. How was your dreams?" And just like starts cooing to the microwave.
Well, I'm gonna go upstairs. If you need anything, there's a red button behind the refrigerator on the right. Just hit that, and I'll come down. Okay.
Are you good?
Tuck and I have some history, and I kind of want to go vent to him.
Yeah.
Hey, Callum.
Yeah.
Blaze isn't good at ask. She's just run over and give him a hug.
Yeah, you little fucking digital firecracker. And just returns the hug. Now, you better fucking sleep. I don't want to see you on the internet and using up Tuck's data all night. You got it?
Yep, got it.
You know what? I'm just gonna go shut it off. And he squeezes Blaze one last time and then starts up the stairs.
I wasn't gonna play online games. Everybody seems.
And it shouldn't bother you that he's turning it off.
Oh yeah, I just might have wanted to look up some game guides. I don't know.
And with that, as the 4 of you find comfort in this uncommon safe house. Behemoth finding comfortable spots amongst all of your beds in various times of the night. You all fall asleep with, and even those that didn't see it or hear it, an image and sound of singular black heart beating. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. And that is where we will end tonight's episode of Cyberpunk Ascendancy. Make sure to follow all of the Cyberpunks in this game on their social media. Should be below their names. And the @Worldsmith Games on Twitter for more news and updates about this show and further programming that'll be on this channel. Tonight was a heavy episode. All of us are going to do some aftercare with each other. Make sure to take care of yourselves, especially now amongst all the bullshit going on. Remember to stay safe, organize, work for a better world. We are nothing without each other. Have a good night, and we'll see you all next week.